That's all we're doing. If you're on the YouTube or something, welcome. Humble Trappin' is with us. There's people stopping in and out, but Brother Dank's just gonna post up. Just like that. What's up, Miss Shandyland? You guys, this is kind of what's going on. Ask for the follows, ask for the shares, ask for the follows. I'm going to share this broadcast. I'm going to share it with specific people. Just like that. I'm just going to bring that into play. Bring that into play. Interesting. Okay. Anyone who sees this broadcast, if it touches you, if you see it going on, if you are aware of this broadcast taking place, if you are aware of that, it gets you. It gets you. If you're aware of it. If you're aware of it existing. And dude, what's his name? Kyle, he just posts up. I'm just post up. I'm assuming you have decent internet. My volume is too low. What gets you if you're aware of it? Huh. Miss Shandyland. He supports wearethorn.org, sharedhope.org. What gets me? What do you mean, what gets me? What does that mean? Clarify that question. I think I was saying anyone who is aware of this broadcast is touched. Touched deeply. It gets you if you're aware of it. Yeah. If you see this going on in a title, or if you know me and know that I do this, or if you're spying on a fucking someone else, or whatever the scenario is, if you happen to see this thing is going on, then it is something called the logos just reaches right down deep into the core of you. Is what happens. But can I be heard? Do I have to scream at this phone? Can I just talk normal? Okay. Here's what the hashtags are here for, you guys. And here's what we're doing. Miss Shandyland's here and Sean is here. Get love. Intuitive advice. Okay, thank you for giving me that reassurance. Prayer to my brother. Okay, we're going to pray to Sean's brother. We have a Reiki charge prayer, psychic help, ask for answers, and we're chilling. Okay, we're going to pray for this dude's brother. Is that what I'm understanding? Did I get that right? Okay, let's do that. For Sean Allen's brother and his whole family, we receive his brother as well and good and 100%. You know what I'm saying? All taken care of. All provided for. That's how we receive his brother. Okay. Um, anything else? Anything else is just not even going on for his brother. His brother's on point. His brother's healthy, happy guy. And the whole family is just pulling it all together. We're just praying right now. So, in the name of Yeshua, HaMashiach, Victor, over Armageddon, certainly this dude's brother has anything, The man made someone rise from the dead just because he spoke it, and we're going to do greater works than that. Pray for your boyfriend, his family, and her family. We've been going through a lot lately. Okay. Here's the thing, as we go through a lot, you guys, we have to maintain steady and ready. We got to maintain through these times, okay? So what you got to do is not ride the rifts necessarily unless they're taking you upward, upward, and onward, upward only, okay? Let nothing affect you and your family. There's no stumbling block in your way. There's no misunderstanding. There's no obstacle for you and your family. There's no resistances there. There's only lessons. Yes, prayers to Sean's brother. There's only lessons and growings and knowing and growings in strength of your family at these times. You guys talk it out. You guys be there right now for each other. Dude, during the hard times, that's when it really counts, and that's when it shows you. It shows you how strong it is. Okay? Even in spite of, being in a dark time. Man, just hold your family close, man. See what that's like. See if the darkness has a chance against you and your family holding each other like that. Come on. All right. I always like to point that out. What's up, Black Sheep? Black Sheep's in the house. J Brothers in the house. You guys are fools for not following and not sharing. We're here to do this. You guys can also even check that PayPal me. Look, he's bringing it up. He said check that PayPal me, paypal.me/Brother Dank. Honestly, that's a great idea to support this ministry because we out here for the healing of the nations, end of every curse. And on tonight, Black Sheep wants to speech. Here's why you should donate at PayPal.me/Brother Dank. Tonight we just open it up to prayer. We pray for Sean's brother. We pray for Homegirl's family. We pray for anybody who comes anywhere close to this whole broadcast, that they may be awash in the logos for the healing of the nations, the end of every curse. That's what all these hearts are for right here. So you can back your hearts up with dollar bills. You can make that donation. You can make in-kind donations. I'm going to set up danctuary.org or whatever. You guys can send herbs, and monies for the healing of the nations, the end of every curse specifically. Right now, you can support this ministry at paypal.me/Brother Dank. So I encourage you to do, make any type of donation that you feel comfortable with, or you guys not. This is a free gospel. Okay? So I've already taken the painstaking labors to commit my entire life already to service of others. So I've already done a lot of the work, kind of like your boy shows the example, right? I've already laid it down to a large extent to where now I have the space here. You can come in here. What do you need? A meditation? You need some intuitive advice? You need a prayer space? Dude, we got it for you. So that's what you're supporting, at paypal.me/Brother Dank. Or you can book a session and use that to donate or not, you guys. You may donate or you don't have to donate at paypal.me/Brother Dank. You don't have to. But honestly, I try to donate to the people that really benefit me on occasion. So am I intuitive? Yeah, as much as everybody. I'm just a human being out here, quite intuitive, as all the other human beings are. We have a pretty good sense of what's going on out here. We can sense it. Absolutely. Okay. But that's sort of the speech. I don't know what my connection's like here. But I feel like we went through it. Black Sheep, I know I owe you some tarot. So look, man, I see you're up right now. I don't have... Are you with me right now? Can you hear this? Now hear this. Black Sheep, now hear this. Can you hear this? Let's see if you can hear it. It looks like everybody's jumping in and out. You guys, it cut right out after I mentioned it. See how it likes to play around? You see how it likes to play around Periscope? I'm just sitting here on Wi-Fi and mobile. data, just sitting here blasting. But my end users on Periscope having trouble hearing me. What I said was PayPal.me/BrotherDank. Or just book a session. Yes, I'm intuitive or empathic or whatever you would ask. I do have some feelings that show things. I do have some ways of knowing that are not reading in a book that someone else wrote, in fact. I do have ways to verify or qualify or quantify my reality experience at any given moment. I can do that. Okay, now look, do you say he's stoned right now? That's great. That's just great. What I'm saying is, you guys, who's with me right now? That's what I'm asking. I'm asking, who's with me right now? Samantha, I'm following you. Miss Shandyland. Miss Shandyland. You're my best new viewer, you know that? You're my best new viewer, Miss Shandyland. Okay, this is who's with us. Look, we put this up for the... I want to get this right. Okay. I'm trying to get it right. Okay. We put this up for the healing of the nations and the end of every curse. I don't know, I can't get in on it. The end of every curse. No longer will there be any night. No longer will there be any darkness. No longer will there be any darkness. No longer will there be any night. Okay. Let's just get it back here. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. No more confusion, right? No longer will there be any confusion. No one will be given any excuse. Have you heard this before? Have you heard some of this before? You knew that one. There's no confusion there, huh? Is there a secret? Is there a lie? Is there a fraud? Is there a sin? Is there an evil? Is there an ignorance? Is there a lack? What happens there that sucks? Nothing. Nothing. What sucks? Nothing. I forgot. I forgot if anything sucked. Right? And this is the ongoing prayer, like for you and your family, you know? Like there's nothing that's difficult. There's nothing difficult. You guys, like, together are indestructible. Honestly, dude, a family together is strong. You just fucking go with that, man. You have such an opportunity with your family. I feel like I don't have as much of an opportunity with my blood family because we don't always agree on everything. But as someone who's in charge of the family, like, and I need to step up in my role in my blood family. I need to step up as an adult here. But as someone at the head of the family, like in your position, definitely, you know, build it, trust that is the thing, because it is the thing. And there's whole programs that say, like, the family's not the thing. You know, there's people who believe that and stuff. They believe that. Honestly, you may hate your father and your mother. You may hate them. It's prophesied that you will. Why the candle? Because we're burning it. We're keepers of the flame, gypsy girl. We're keepers of the flame. Did you have a question about why this particular candle? I can show you things about this particular candle. Okay, this particular candle is Our Lady Guadalupe. If you actually look up in her robe, watch. If you actually, those are cannabis buds. You can't really see; it's not focusing. See that right there? See this right here? Watch. This right here. Cannabis buds. Jesus is weed. Hashtag Jesus is weed. Hashtag Jesus is weed. Literally. So follow Brother Dank on Twitter and all that. We'll get into it. I mean, this is on my YouTube. I explain what it is. We go through it all. Right now we're doing prayer. My parents made me write with my right hand when I was naturally left-handed. I don't remember this. Damn, dude. That's terrible, Barry. That's terrible. They made you do it. They said, do this. Have you guys ever seen Family Tyranny? And, what's the other one? Painter by Paul McCartney, the artist. Family Tyranny. It's good. It's like that. He says, Daddy will show you to do it this way. You must do it. First you do it like this. Then you do it like this. You know what I mean? They were so dumb, they thought a 1 and 2-year-old would know. Which, I know, right? They expected it. You must do this. You must use this. You must. One of my kids is left-handed. I embrace her. That's the lefty. Just makes her unique. That's right. That's right. Who's to say one is better than the other, dude? You're left-handed. You make it better with that hand. Do it with that hand. I'm not trying to force anybody to do anything. Use that hand you're comfortable with. Or what if we start training everybody? You have to use both hands. You have to be ambidextrous. They'll do that in the army and stuff. You have to. Look, if you have that skill, though, honestly, as a human being, you could develop it. You could. So I see why our parents, they were trying to apply some of the wisdoms. They were trying to do the right thing sometimes. Let's give them some credit. Let's give our folks some credit for trying to teach us to do it with the right hand. Okay. Good points, you guys. Good points. Let's see who's with us right now. Barry is with us, making good comments. Gypsy Girl's hanging tough. Matthew's in the mix. He's a good Matt. And Miss Shandyland is holding tough. You guys, I'm going to ask for the share. I'm going to ask for the follow. I'm going to ask to share this broadcast one more time with specific people, namely my 2,000 mutual followers. And he's tweeting it. Okay. And what I'll do, you guys, if there's no further questions, comments, concerns, or worries, we'll bust each one. We'll bust each one who showed up. By the way, anyone who touches this broadcast called Get Love, Intuitive Advice, Reiki, Prayer, Psychic Help, Ask for Answers, Chilling, PayPal.me/Brother Nate. Anyone who's aware that that's ever a thing, coming up on 20 minutes, is fully drenched in the oil. And certainly anyone here is just like fucking drenched, dripping with it. Like Barry, Shandy, Gypsy, and Matthew were just dripping with it. And it's the type of oil that's like really clear and it burns bright for all of humanity. So, that's how we receive each one, you know, in the fellowship of the living. Every single one is our friend. I'm sorry, but you do look like a jihadist. Well, that's the one. That's the other one. Is like I get Bin Laden. What's the other guy? Osama or whatever. I think my grandmother is a sociopath. She's a liar and a manipulator. Well, you know, man. Some people are pretty sick. But if there's a chance for them to like even jihadists and stuff, if there's a chance for them to receive, you know, if their hearts are open to the goodness and let them receive the goodness, you know. And let's do all that we can, you know, like for the answer for a jihadist, it might not be baiting them in an intelligence operation. Okay, the answer for jihad might not be bomb. The answer for jihad might be like a deliberate education program that's not a psyop, just a deliberate education program in like a love application. Dudes and gals. You gotta look out for young white guys too. Yeah, you gotta watch those young white guys. No, seriously, you guys. Seriously. We all know what it's about. It's not about confusion. It's not about the night. It's not about darkness. There's no more curses. Okay. And that's what I'm doing. Okay. They are included in profiling. Yeah. Well, listen, everybody, let's not focus on profiling. Let's not focus on jihad. Because what I'm saying is the answer to all these problems is focusing on the answer to all these problems, which is like the world without these problems. That's just what the science says. So feel free at any point in your life, but certainly right now, certainly any time, certainly as much as possible, feel free at any point, at any moment. Feel free at any moment. I think the guy getting dragged off the plane was in the wrong. Oh, the medical doctor who was overbooked. You guys, they dragged a medical doctor off a plane because they had overbooked him. This guy says doctor was in the wrong. He's like, you gotta know, you signed up for the policy. They overbook. They overbook. You signed up for it. You know? The series of API says your seat's the one that has to come out, buddy. Have you thought of going through that? Have you gone through the kind of thing, curses? Any normal person would have got... Right, they would just follow the rules, done what they were told. I know. Take the refund, take the night in the hotel, take it. Okay, so was I a person who's, wait, I almost remembered that question. Would you repeat that question? Young lady, was I, something about like abuse or something? I had two things going on at once, Shandyland. I missed your question. Say the main word again. Say, are you the type of person or something? Periscope's hard that way. You can't go back and see what they said. She said, am I the type of person who curses? Thank you. Okay. Have I gone through being cursed? Well, sort of, like, as someone who's brought into the world, like, there's curses everywhere. Like, the whole world is spelled out to curse you almost, There's, like, lies, there's deceit, there's fraud, there's ignorance. So certainly, I guess, like, the son of man will, like, rise and all that, but he will also suffer first, So there's probably an aspect where everyone is going to, in this age, everyone's going to have to deal with, overcoming curses. I have the Holy Spirit in me, so, right, you found that the solution to that curse don't work. And I've fallen into pitfalls where you talk to get the answers, to go the answers. Yeah. So when we understand that there's no curse in victory, when we understand that there's no curse in the word doesn't allow for it, when we don't allow for the curse anymore, then that's really the solution, right? But certainly, I've dealt with, like, curse of just even, like, frustrations of, like, being on I fell into pitfalls like drugs, but when I talked to God, he helped me. Cool. I'm talking about, like, just being in the dark. I'm talking about, like, once you, like, get an understanding, there's not a lot of darkness there because you understand it, but before there's, like, any sort of understanding, it gets pretty dark, for sure. But it's like just a lack of knowledge. There's, like, a knowledge gate, right? That was, like, the biggest frustration. Like, just a couple of items of information would really help me turn the fucking light on, Like, for example, like, I was just, like, frustrated with, like, the religion experience has presented, like, these are your options, these are the texts, these are the doctrines, this sort of thing. And it's like, no one's really given a good idea, and most of the shit people are given is wrong. And I was kind of angry about all that, like, just the whole, like, condition of the soul, condition of the human soul, for many, including myself, for a long time of it, like, that was frustrating, man. And I was just like, couldn't understand, but also couldn't do the things to find out. Like Google made it a lot easier. Google really helped me, you guys. Like, I praise God for Google. For being a gateway to some of the access, just like one gateway point, even though it's being watched or whatever. Like, Google really helped me. And that's just understanding what happened to the texts, what happened to the science, you know, what happened with whitewashing. Yeah, I don't go by that. I was raised Catholic, so I feel my God. But as I grew up, you see God's not in the text. He's in me. Right. And really, like, going to the text always helped. Going to the text. But there's a lot of misunderstanding in the text. Like, the word cannabis isn't in the text. Why? Why? When it's the truth? You know, why isn't it in there, you know? Why? How does that help anybody that's not in there? How does that fucking help anybody? You know, I don't want to see a fucking Bible unless it's got that in it, you know? But then there's still what with that key, there's still a lot of understanding. It's still, even the white man's Bible is going to have some good to it. Cannabis always helped me. Of course, man. Yeshua, Jesus is weed. Jesus is weed. Hashtag that. Jesus is weed. Jesus is weed. Jesus, you know, Jesus is weed literally. You guys know about that? Jesus is weed and energy medicine, William Bingston and correct prayer. Have you guys heard about that? Follow my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube. Okay. I'm going to shut this one off. I'm going to restart with part 2 or just a second broadcast because it's getting long. And psilocybin, sure, they had mixed wines. They had mixed wines at the supper, you guys. They had to dilute the wine because it was quite potent. It was potent. It was potent. It was potent. You had to dilute it with water. If you're thirsty, drink some water. If you're a sinner, drink the wine without water. It's very potent. It is potent. It is potent. Okay, I'll be back.